guys, welcome to a new Duel play. Today, I'm playing again against Sky Striker. This time it's like a pure Sky Striker, but I was searching for like replays and I obviously play all of those games by myself, and yeah, I always play against Sky Striker. I don't know why. I'm playing like rated right here. He's 700 rating. I'm like 580 rating. But yeah, I don't know. I'm always playing against Sky Striker. All right, yeah. Um, I'm starting this game, and my hand is like it's like good if I don't get hand trapped, but if I get hand trapped, I still have like the cold, so it's good. But you don't really want to see Schism without a way to get Shadow Monster in your graveyard, but that's alright. I start by using Meltdown, he's letting it go through. His hand right here is also pretty good because he has like access to his field spell and can also destroy my field spell and also potentially Mystic Mine. Skystriker Hornet Drones, Widow Anchor, Whaler, this is like a really good hand for him. A normal Alistair, he uses Effect Whaler, I use Cold by the Grave, and then I get Invocation, do like the usual plays with Almirage and Gardener, get back Alistair to the hand after I summoned Mekaba, and then yeah, I decide just to set the punishment and also the impermanence and leave the Schism in my hand because I don't really want to send with punishment the Shadow Monster, the Epsilon, because I cannot really special summon anyway in the next turn with Schism, so yeah, I just leave it in my hand and can potentially negate like an even if he plays at main deck or even impermanence, you know. So then he activates set rotation. I cannot do anything against that, and yeah, he obviously sets area 0 and right here, this is a Mystic Mine. He activates Mystic Mine. I cannot negate it because I don't have a spell in my hand. So yeah, we go into the pass and draw playing. I draw Punishment. He draws Jamming Waves. I draw Terraforming. He draws Widow. No, it's Sharkan. Yes, and yeah, I draw Floodleys, he draws Cosmic, he activates Jamming Wave and kills my permanence, which is like okay. Then he also uses Cosmic, loses 1,000, and right here, I know that I don't have an out against Mystic Mine in my deck, but I have like 31 cards, he has like 29 cards, so at one point he actually has to do something, and yeah, that's why I'm waiting right here. I'm stacking my cards up. Yeah, he banished my punishment, which does like hurt. Says Shark Cannon, has now Widow Anchor and Shark Cannon. It's my turn, I get Servant, I pass, it's his turn. He draws Pot, it's my turn, I set the Ice Rings Prison. I don't know why I don't set a punishment here. Maybe I want to be safe if he has like more stuff to destroy my cards, but yeah. Then he actually starts to use the Pot of Desires, and that and then I knew, yeah, right here he will do a move because now he obviously has like 16 cards in his deck, and I will have 29, so he has to do a move. I don't have to scoop right here. So he normals Ray, and goes for the Hayate and attacks directly. He uses Hayate's effect. I don't negate it because I want to want him to have a monster in the field because of Mystic Mine. So yeah, he mills a multi-roll, which was like a good choice right here, I think, because we are already in the grind game. He has like a lot of Sky Striker cards to set up. Then he uses Kagari. On the roll, I let us go through, and then he uses a roll. I negate the roll, and yeah, he chains the Widow Anchor to negate my Mekaba, so yeah. Then he actually shoots with his roll the Kagari, so this does like hurt because I wanted him to have a monster in the field. And yeah, he sets the Widow Anchor. Then it's my turn, I draw Trap Trick, and yeah, now I decide to set all my cards because he has no place and can really hurt me, so I have to be prepared. Then I use Servant. This was like a bit dumb if this would have been impermanence, but I knew that this was a Widow Anchor because he said it did, but I maybe should have activated this first. And yeah, he ashes it, which does hurt. I cannot negate it with Mekaba because Mystic Mine is still live. And His turn, he top decks Ogre, which doesn't really help him in this matchup. He used as the Hornet drones to get the token, and then get the Kagari. I let this go. I'm not letting this go through because I know he has like a Widow Anchor to negate it anyway. So yeah, then he snatches my Mechaba, and right now he's not able to use any effects anymore. But I really want to get the Mystic Mine out of the way, so I activate Punishment and shoot his Kagari and send Antis to kill the Mystic Mine. So yeah. I should have maybe done that a bit later, so he cannot do more stuff. And now he forgot like that he normal Ray or something like that. And no, he didn't normal Ray. He used the Hornet drone, so this was like all right. Then he goes for the Needle Fiber, special summons the Whaler. On summon, I activate Ice Streng's Prison to just banish the Hulkleaf Hybrax and also one of his other machine type monsters in the graveyard, so he cannot go for the Selene. Then he uses the multi-roll to shoot my. He uses the multi-roll to shoot the Effect Whaler, and then after that he can use his Skyscraper cards again, and yeah, shoots with his with his Daring Waves the field spell on my field, the area 0 to get the Ray potentially, and yeah, then he sees that there's like no Ray left in his deck, so he has like no target to activate its effect. Then I use Trap Trick to get like another Ice Dragon's Prison. Yeah, there wasn't a better target in my deck right here. Impermanence wouldn't have helped, and I had no, I had not enough punishments left. So yeah, I could only go for the Ice Dragon's Prison. Then yeah, we talking about right here what is banished through multi-roll and what is still in his graveyard, and then yeah, he uses Shark Cannon again, goes for Mechaba and sets the Widow Anchor and has like impermanence. He is like really good equipped right here. Then he also sets Shark Cannon and Jamming Waves with, and also Area Space 0 with the multi-roll, which is like really strong. He gets like so much back with multi-roll. This is like this gives him like such a strong grind game. And the thing is, because he shooted my field spell, and he can actually set again another field spell because it came through set rotation. He couldn't go for another field spell. And top like Gamma, which doesn't really help me right here. I tried to norm the Alistair. I thought maybe he has no monster left in his hand, but yeah. He uses Mechaba, banishes my Alistair, which does like hurt a lot. He top decks Effect Whaler, which is okay for him because he has like a monster. You cannot attack with it because it came through the Shark Cannon. But yeah, then he uses Area 0 to shoot the Mechaba, but he's not able to find anything from the top. Then he uses the multi-roll. And then also Jamming Wave to shoot my Ice Streng's Prison, because then I could have chained it, but yeah, I kind of forgot it, I think. Oh no, the thing is, if he used multi-roll, I cannot react to his card, so I couldn't chain it. So yeah, he gets back the Mechaba, and also in the end phase, he sets the Hornet Drones. And it's my turn. I draw Droplet. This doesn't help me. I just said it. He top decks Pancratops, which can help him later. He tries again to get another Skyscraper card, but it seems like he has like only 1 or 2 left in his deck. So yeah, he shoots with multi-roll Mechaba, gets his token, and then goes for Hayate. Just attacks me directly. Sends another Skyscraper card. Yeah, he goes for the Shark Cannon. Then goes for the Kagari to get it back. I decide to Gamma it because, yeah, maybe next turn I cannot use Gamma anymore because I have a monster, stuff like that, so I just Gamma it. And then, he gets back Ray, he gets Shizuku, and then uses Shizuku's effect to get Afterburner. So yeah, but at least he did not get back the Shark Cannon through the Kagari, but he will get it back through the multi-roll eventually. So the Gamma didn't help right here, but I had to try it. I top deck Invocation, which really doesn't help me because my Alistair got banished through my own Mechaba, but yeah. Then it's his turn, he attacks me directly, and also top deck the Cosmic Cyclone. And yeah, this game looks like worse for me because I top deck Droplet, which doesn't help me. He shoots it with Cosmic. The 1000 life points doesn't really matter. He top decks another Ash, and yeah, basically I don't top deck anything that helps me, and he just can attack me all the time. And yeah, when I'm to 500 HP, I top deck finally an Alistair, no, some Alistair, but yeah, he has like too many resources, negates it. I try to use I use Invocation. I thought about going for Mechaba right here again, but yeah, I don't want to lose the other Alistair in my hand that I get back with the Invocation to just negate something. So I thought I should go for the Auguidis because it's like better in the grind game, and I can also make him like bigger attack. But yeah, he just wailers it, and I also forget to shoot on summon, but this wouldn't have mattered anyway because he still has like Ray in the graveyard. So yeah. Yeah, I cannot push his attack, and he also loses like 500 because yeah, he has like 5 spells still in his graveyard. So yeah, he goes for Kaina, and then goes for Shizuku again, and then tries to shoot my Auguidis. But yeah, I wanted to chain on the summon to shoot it, but he uses impermanence in it, so it doesn't matter. I lost the first game, so yeah. Then the second game, I decided to go first. Normally, you don't really want Sky Striker to go second because they're right now buried to when they go second because they have like no engage. But I thought if I can just side in Sanctum and go for a Winder, this would have been a really game over for him because he cannot outwinder that easily. So my hand right here is not really that good because I also got like Lightning Storm. I decided this in for the grind game because it can help if you have like back row removal, obviously. So yeah, but I had no access to my Alistair right here. I go for Servant. I actually drew Called by the Grave again. It's like the one-off, but I always draw it. It just helps me right here because then I can negate his Ash. Go for Epcalone. Also go for Ecclesia, normal Ecclesia, and get the Schism back. And I also decide to discard the Schism because the thing is, if my I have like no dark target right here, so I have to resolve Maximus to be able to use the Schism anyway, so I can just discard it and get it back. If I get it back, good. If I don't get it back, it doesn't even matter because I couldn't have used it anyway. So I tried to use Ecclesia, but he has like another hand trap and also another one. So yeah, he has like no engine, but like 15 hand traps, you know. I set Sanctum and Punishment, so I'm still like really good right here because this one gives me a grind game and this one locks him out of the extra deck. So yeah, and can also protect me from Evilly if he has that potentially. He gets like Area 0, which helps him with his engine. He uses it and tries to shoot a Shark Cannon, and yeah, he actually sees like Shark Cannon and also Afterburner. Then he gets like a Shark Cannon and loses another Shark Cannon, but he has like then one more card in his graveyard, one more spell card. Then activates multi-roll. He also draws like the one-offs. But I decide to chain Sanctum. He wanted to shoot with multi-roll the Area 0 to get to Array, but I chain Sanctum and get Scythe, so he cannot use the quick effect to get to Ray. So yeah, he has like to get to Sky Striker monsters. So that the Scythe effect is is there before the Ray is here. So he sets the Shark Cannon. Also, he's now locked, and I also know that he has like a Shark Cannon and could have like banished App Clone, so I won't be able to use Schism later or stuff like that. So yeah, I wait until he sets and also sets the impermanence. And then in the end phase, I shoot the Ray, so because he can still go in the next turn, in my turn, into like his Sky Striker cards and get back like a Shark Cannon with the Kagari. So yeah, I just decide to shoot it and also use the Titanic Light. This would have also been a problem if I had done that before he set those cards, because with Shark Cannon he could have just banished my Titanic Light and I wouldn't have been able to special summon then. So yeah, I use Ecclesia again, get to like Maximus, because this one is like the best option right here, because Punishment doesn't help me a lot against Sky Striker, and also there's no monster summoned from the extra deck on the field, so also the Fleur-de-Lis doesn't help me. It's like my turn, I draw Fleur-de-Lis, and yeah, you can see I cannot special summon the Fleur-de-Lis right here. I can special summon Maximus, banish the Titanic Light, and then use the effect of Maximus. He uses Impermanence, which is like a good choice, because with the Maximus I would have sent another Ash Dragon and also Construct to get back the Schism, so yeah. This was like a good idea. I just simply go into a battle phase and attack with all those 4 monsters, then it's his turn. Oh no, in the end phase he uses Shark Cannon and banishes my Ultra Upcolon and gets back the Area 0, which is like a good play because he can shoot it again with multi-roll in the next turn. So this was like worth it, I think. Top deck's Effect Whaler, which really doesn't help him. He sets it, he tries to shoot it with the area, and yeah, he sees another Ray right here, and this is not the thing that he wanted to have, because he had to see like a Sky Striker card, which is not like Jamming Wave, because he cannot use Jamming Wave. So yeah, the only thing he could have maybe done right here is like shoot now with the multi-roll. The Whaler should have been gone with the area space, but yeah. There wasn't a lot left for him to do, because Shark Cannon, there's like no target in my graveyard he can use it on, and then next turn I would have just special the Fleur-de-Lis and just ran over him. So this was pretty lost for him. He saw that and then he just scooped. So now we go to game 3. He actually decides to let me go first. I did not expect that, because I don't know. I think I didn't really decide to go first or second, because I knew this would be a grind game anyway. So yeah, but I kind of expected, I think, because I left in like the artifact stuff. So I normal summon Ecclesia. My hand right here is like alright. I still have like no access to Alistair, which like sucks, and also Lancia doesn't really help in this matchup, but it's like good if he even leaves me. So yeah, his hand is like good because he has like Widow Anchor, Reinforcement of the Army to get to Ray, Area 0, and Hornet Drone. So he has like a lot of access to Ray, which like always helps in Sky Striker. But yeah, he ashes my Ecclesia, but I still have like the Nadir Servant, send the App Clone, get the Maximus. Right here, I think it was like the right decision again to go for Maximus, because like I said, Punishment doesn't really help in this matchup, but the Winder is like really strong against his deck. So yeah, I discard the Schism, special summon Maximus by banishing App Clone using the effect of Maximus. He sends like to Sky Striker, I send like the Ash Dragon and also Construct. Construct gives me back the Schism, and also with the Titanic Light in the end phase. I actually forget to use Titanic Light right here. I don't know why, but maybe I was tired or something like that. But yeah, I just forget to use it. But it's alright, I'm like pretty good anyway right here, because I have the Schism, and Winder is like really hard to out for Sky Strike, and also a Droplet to protect me. He uses he uses the Reinforcement to get to Ray. Then Norman's Ray. On the summon of Ray, I change Schism. I could have also used the effect of Schism on the reinforcement of the army, but I don't know, I don't really care when he gets like one Sky Striker monster, because there's not a lot in his graveyard. So but I just don't want him to cycle through his stuff. So yeah, I thought this was okay to use it like that, so I would have been able to, so I was able to play around impermanence, because if we would have had an impermanence and I had chained it on reinforcement of the army, he could have just negated the window, and then all this would have been pointless. So yeah, so I go the safe route right here, banish those two, and he goes for Hayate, then activates the area space and sets Hornet drones, and then uses the area space, and he actually gets another area space, but which doesn't really help him right here. But the Hornet drones also do not help him, because this card is actually useless against like Winder. And then he misclicks. He wanted to do to go in the battle phase and not attacked, not get the aerospace to the graveyard. He wants to attack directly with Hayate, but at the start of the battle phase I discard Lancia and use Droplet, so I don't want him to get anything to the graveyard to fill it up to be able to add it back or something like that. So yeah, then he goes for the Kagari, because he has like one special summon left, and he has to add back the Hornet drones, which really doesn't help him right here. But yeah, then he uses the Widow Anchor and tries to go into Hulkly Firebreaks, but then I tell him that he already used his normal summon, so we redo this play a bit right here. He gets all his stuff back. I say it's like okay, because it was like late. We played for a long time, so I didn't really care. It was okay. And yeah, he just left his stuff there. He just goes for the Kagari, and then uses the Widow Anchor on my Winder, and then just links those two away for the Heater. But I have like no target right here to get back with Heater, so he just uses the token and goes for the Seek and wants to banish my Maximus. But yeah, it would have come back in my end phase. So yeah, and he also then thinks about his options and specials a Rose, and then he scoops it. I don't know why he scooped here, because yeah, I know it wasn't like a really good situation for him, but I think he could have played it. He had like an ogre in hand, and my Maximus was banished until my end phase, and I had to top deck something right here, because there was nothing left in my graveyard I could have used. And he had like access to a Sky Striker engine, a filled up graveyard, and could have get back Widow Anchor next turn with like Kagari, and still could have went into Shizuku in the end phase. So I really don't know why he scooped here. I think he could have won this game. So yeah, I'm not really sure, but yeah, this was like the end of the game. All right, guys. If you also have like replays, because it's like hard to always play games and then find good ones, because sometimes games aren't just good. Just post the links of your replays in the comments, and I will take a look at them and maybe then comment them. I really like to comment like big grind games and stuff like that. So yeah, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.